I just finished watching 2019's M. Night Shyamalan's Glass, starring Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, and Samuel L. Jackson. The director and writer and creator, M. Night Shyamalan, created a film called Unbreakable back in 2000 that created a cult audience during his high days as a filmmaker. But when his reputation took a dive after churning out hot garbage, he took a step back to remember what successful film he made in the past that he could stretch out into more movies. This is what created the movie Split, which all led up to this finale, Glass. In this story, Bruce Willis tries to stay one step ahead of the law while delivering vigilante justice on the streets of Philadelphia. His special talents soon put him on a collision course with the Beast, played by James McAvoy, who's a psychotic madman who has superhuman strength and 23 distinct personalities. Their epic showdown leads them to an encounter with the mysterious Elijah Prince, played by Samuel L. Jackson, who is a criminal mastermind who holds critical secrets for both of the men. The movie circulates around three primary characters, Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, and Samuel L. Jackson, who each possess unique abnormal abilities that wind up getting them into a psych ward to be evaluated for just 3 days before they're sent off to a real psych ward or something. The movie never makes it clear how this lady, who is in charge of this operation, knows where these characters would be, how to detain them, and why they have a limited time to conduct their experiment. I think the writers thought it was the only way they could get these three characters together again. The main thing that left me indifferent about this movie was the tone. What were we as the audience supposed to take seriously? Are these characters in a world that isn't aware of superhuman people? Or is this supposed to be this is what would happen if these superhuman people existed in today's world? I don't know what these movies are trying to make the audience feel because they hammer reminders that comic books are the influence, which somehow predicts the creation of these characters? Are comic book writers prolific or superhuman? Is this all just a coincidence of events and people?
There are too many questions!
They focus on the lore of these characters with their strengths and weaknesses and morality and quirks, but I don't think the tone was ever successfully established. Each film was depicted as dark, serious, and humanizing, but Glass has moments of such outlandishness that lowers the suspension of belief in what's happening. It looks like the critics weren't too pleased either, with Rotten Tomatoes giving it a 37% and Metacritic a 43%. However, this didn't affect them financially. They had a budget of $20 million, and the box office brought in $247 million, probably because this was during the time when superhero movies were taking over the box office. I give credit for the creation of intriguing characters, but spoiler alert, M. Night just killed them all off in a very anticlimactic way. I mean, Bruce Willis is drowned in a puddle, for crying out loud. I wanted these characters to have more interaction and perhaps even another movie that takes the time to build the tension and have a satisfying conclusion. But Glass shattered the potential of something good.